Right then, let's talk about something brilliant, something we all love. Butter. It's that lovely, creamy golden stuff we slather on our morning toast. We melt it over fluffy jacket potatoes and bake it into our favorite cakes. It's a proper kitchen hero, isn't it? Imagine the biggest butter factory in the world. It's a massive place, buzzing with energy, all dedicated to making this one simple ingredient. But before it gets to that factory, its story starts somewhere much quieter. It begins in a field, with happy, healthy cows munching on fresh green grass. The journey from that peaceful farm to your butter dish is a fantastic one, full of incredible steps. It's a real food adventure. The journey starts with our lovely dairy cows. These girls are the real stars of the show. On modern dairy farms, they are treated like queens. They have plenty of space to roam and graze on lush pastures. A happy cow makes the best milk. It's as simple as that. Farmers make sure they have a balanced diet, clean water, and a comfy place to rest. When it's milking time, things are super high-tech and gentle. Milking machines are used to carefully and hygienically collect the fresh milk. This process is quick, clean, and comfortable for the cows. It ensures that every single drop of that creamy white liquid is pure and ready for the next step. Once all that lovely milk has been collected, it can't just sit around. It needs to get to the factory quickly to stay fresh. Big, shiny refrigerated tankers arrive at the farm to pick it up. These trucks are like giant thermos flasks on wheels, keeping the milk perfectly chilled on its journey. The drivers transport it straight to the butter factory, sometimes traveling for hours. When the milk arrives, it's tested for quality and safety. We need to make sure it's top-notch. Only the best milk gets to become our beautiful butter. It's all about quality control from the very beginning, making sure everything is spot on. Inside the factory, the first big job is to separate the cream from the milk. This is where the magic really starts to happen. The milk is spun around in a massive machine called a centrifuge. This machine spins so fast that the heavier milk is pushed to the outside, while the lighter cream gathers in the middle. It's a clever bit of science. Once we have all that rich cream, it's time for pasteurization. The cream is gently heated to get rid of any naughty bacteria, making it completely safe to eat. This step doesn't just make it safe, it also helps the butter last longer. It's a crucial part of the process for perfect, glorious butter. So, we've got our beautiful, safe, pasteurized cream. Now for the fun bit, turning it into butter. This happens in a giant stainless steel container called a churn. Think of it like a massive washing machine, but instead of clothes, it's full of cream. The cream is tumbled and churned over and over again. As it gets tossed about, the tiny, fat globules in the cream start to stick together. They clump up, getting bigger and bigger, separating from the liquid part of the cream. This liquid is called buttermilk, and it's delicious in its own right, perfect for making scones or pancakes. After a good churning, we have something that looks like butter. We have solid clumps of butter fat floating in the buttermilk. The buttermilk is drained off, but the job isn't done yet. The butter needs to be worked, or kneaded. This process is super important. Kneading squeezes out any remaining pockets of buttermilk and helps create that smooth, consistent texture we all know and love. In the old days, this was done by hand with wooden paddles. Today, huge machines with rollers and mixers do the work, ensuring every single block of butter is perfectly smooth and creamy. It's all about getting that perfect texture. Once the butter is perfectly kneaded, it might get another special ingredient, salt. Salt isn't just for flavor, though it does make the butter taste amazing. It also acts as a natural preservative, helping the butter stay fresh for longer. Some people love salted butter for their toast, while others prefer unsalted for baking, as it gives them more control over the seasoning in their recipes. Whether salted or unsalted, the butter is now ready for the final stage of its factory journey. It has been transformed from simple cream into a rich golden block of pure deliciousness. It's a proper transformation, isn't it? The whole process, from cream to finished butter, is a brilliant example of food science at its best. It's a simple idea, really, agitating cream until it turns solid. But doing it on a massive scale in a huge factory requires incredible precision and technology. Every step, from the speed of the churn to the temperature of the cream, is carefully controlled. This ensures that every pat of butter that leaves the factory is of the highest quality. It's a testament to the clever people who have perfected this ancient craft and turned it into a modern marvel of food production. Now, not all butter is created equal, and that's a wonderful thing. Let's talk about the two main types you'll find: sweet cream butter and cultured butter. Sweet cream butter is the most common type, especially in the UK and the US. It's made from fresh, pasteurized cream, just like we've been talking about. The name sweet doesn't mean it has sugar in it. It just means the cream is fresh and hasn't been soured. It has a mild, creamy, and delicate flavor that is really versatile. It's the perfect all-rounder for spreading, cooking, and baking. It lets the other ingredients in your dish shine through. On the other hand, we have cultured butter, which is a bit of a flavor bomb. This is the type of butter you'll often find in Europe, particularly in France. To make it, live bacterial cultures are added to the cream before it's churned. These are good bacteria, similar to the ones found in yogurt. The cream is left to ferment for a while, which gives it a slightly tangy, more complex flavor. It has a richer, nuttier, and almost cheesy taste that is absolutely gorgeous. If you want your butter to be the star of the show, spread on a rustic baguette, then cultured butter is the one for you. The difference in taste between these two butters is really noticeable. Sweet cream butter is your reliable best mate in the kitchen. It's always there for you and never lets you down. It provides richness and moisture without overpowering anything. Cultured butter is more like that exciting friend who adds a bit of flair and personality to everything. Its tangy notes can add a whole new dimension to sauces, pastries, and even simple steamed vegetables. It's worth trying both to see which one you prefer. You might find you like one for baking and the other for your morning crumpets. Choosing between them really comes down to personal preference and what you're cooking. If you're baking a delicate sponge cake, the subtle flavor of sweet cream butter is probably what you want. But if you're making a rich, savory pie crust or a fancy French sauce, the complexity of cultured butter could take it to the next level. It's fantastic that we have these choices. It shows how a simple ingredient like cream can be transformed in different ways to create products with unique characters. So next time you're at the shops, have a look and maybe try something new. Right, our lovely butter is made. It's been churned, kneaded, and salted to perfection. Now it needs to be packaged up and sent on its way to our kitchens. Packaging is more than just putting it in a pretty wrapper. It's a really important step to protect the butter and keep it fresh. The butter is pushed through a machine that shapes it into perfect blocks or sticks. Then, high-speed machines wrap it tightly in foil or parchment paper. This wrapping protects it from light and air, which can spoil its flavor and make it go off. It's all done incredibly fast, with thousands of packs wrapped every hour. Once wrapped, the butter is packed into boxes and moved into a massive cold storage room. It's like a giant fridge, keeping the butter at the perfect temperature until it's ready to be shipped. From here, it's a global journey. Trucks, ships, and sometimes even planes are used to transport the butter all over the world. This global distribution network is amazing. It means that a block of butter made in New Zealand can end up on a shelf in a supermarket in London. It's a complex logistical puzzle to make sure that butter arrives fresh and in perfect condition, no matter how far it has to travel. Speaking of different countries, some places are real butter superstars. India is actually the world's largest producer of butter, where it's often made into ghee, a type of clarified butter essential for Indian cooking. Then you have New Zealand, famous for its grass-fed cows that produce a wonderfully golden butter with a rich flavor, thanks to all that lovely beta-carotene in the grass. And of course, there's France, the home of gourmet, high-fat, cultured butters that chefs and food lovers go crazy for. Each country has its own special touch, which makes the world of butter so exciting and diverse. So, there you have it. From a happy cow in a field to a golden block in your fridge, butter has an incredible story. It's an ingredient that brings so much joy and flavor to our food. Whether you're melting it into mashed potatoes, baking a batch of gooey cookies, or simply spreading it on a warm slice of sourdough, butter makes everything better. Its rich taste and creamy texture are just unbeatable. It's been a kitchen staple for centuries, loved by generations, and its popularity is not going away anytime soon. It's simple, it's delicious, and it's a proper food hero. Lovely jubbly,